Hey guys, it's Liz of Crafty Inked Girl. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but I am back doing a plan with me for the week of February 8th to the 14th, and I'm using this super sweet kit from the Planning Queen, and there is kind of a funny story behind how I wound up with this kit, which I will tell you as we get a little more into this video. And I am going to be using these really gorgeous silver heart foiled underlays from Hannah. I have become absolutely addicted to her underlays and I want to use them for like everything. So if you want to see how this spread turns out, just stay tuned. So as I said, I know it's been a while since I've been here, but I'm hoping to be back with weekly plan with me's. I have made a few changes, and one of them you might notice if you've been watching my videos for a while. I am not using my coiled planner because I finally decided to go ahead and treat myself to an Aura Estelle cloud, which as I am filming this, it is on its way to me and I'm super excited. But I had purchased these inserts last summer when they were on sale because I thought I was going to get a cloud to start 2021 with, but then I wound up not doing it, and I had gotten the inserts because I wanted to play with them, and the inserts came and I never did anything with them. But when I started thinking about planning for Valentine's week, knowing the cloud was coming, I thought, you know what, why not put this week on the inserts? That way when the cloud comes, I can put this spread in as my first spread in there. And it's kind of sentimental that it's Valentine's week because last year Valentine's week was sort of my first real week back into decorative planning after having taken a break from it for a little while. And when I did that spread, it kind of pushed me to get back into my planner on a regular basis. And I think it's kind of fitting that this is the plannerversary week, sort of, and it'll be my first spread in the cloud. So I did order some Caress Press inserts because they are dated and they have the tabs, and even though I love that these Aura Estelle ones don't have the lines and there's no whiting out to do, so if you're doing a more free-form spread without the headers and separating the columns into the 3 boxes, these inserts are perfect for that, and I really like that idea. But there's no good way to put tabs in here and divide them up for each month because they're 26 weeks in a continuous format. So these just come like half a year at a time. So they're nice to play with, and perhaps I will go ahead and get her dated ones at another point in time. The only dated ones that she had available right now with tabs had a color scheme that I just wasn't crazy about, and the Caress Press ones are white, so they're a little bit more neutral, and I'm going to go with those for now. So if you have any questions about the stickers or anything that I'm doing while I'm talking, just leave it in the comments below and I will answer those questions. So the funny story about winding up with this kit, and I'm sorry if you hear my dog barking in the background, but you know, as per usual, if you're familiar with me, that you usually hear my dog at some point. But anyway, so I started looking at Valentine's kits, I guess, earlier in January, like whenever a few shops were starting to put them out, and I'd seen a couple of things that I liked, and I had planned to go ahead and order something, and then I don't know what happened. I got distracted. I never placed an order for anything, and it's like February 1st, and I'm like, oh my God, I do not have a Valentine's Day kit. How did this happen? And it's probably too late at this point to get a kit, so I guess I'll find something in my stash that's an anytime kit that's maybe pink based. I don't know. So I happened to put in my Instagram stories that I forgot to get a kit, and I'm like, anybody else? No, just me. And Deanna of the Planning Queen happened to respond to my story, and she said she had ready to ship Valentine's Day kits in her shop at that moment, and if I went ahead and placed an order for something, she could get it out in the next day or two, and I would have it in time. And I went on her website and saw some adorable kits, but I fell in love with this one because I love the florals on that bottom washi. There is that full box with the dog, and of course my dog is my other little Valentine, and I just thought this kit was super sweet. So I went ahead and I placed the order, and she was also sweet enough to include a coupon code for me to use, and she got this kit in the mail the day after I ordered it, and it came so fast. She put some really sweet foiled extras in, and I was just so thrilled that she reached out. I appreciated it so much because I probably would not have been happy if I didn't wind up having an actual Valentine's Day kit for this week. So I really, really, really appreciate it. And I know I'm repeating myself, but she was just a lifesaver for this. And I'm so happy that I posted in my stories, and I'm so happy that she saw. So if you have not shopped with the Planning Queen before, please do so because she's so sweet and her kits are lovely, and the paper is really nice to work with, and I just really enjoyed using this kit so much. And I am absolutely loving how these heart underlays are working. They just go beautifully with it. And here's where I run into a problem. So I'm working from the bottom up because I thought that was actually going to work, because that's normally how I work with underlays. And I get to the top and I put my full boxes in, and then I go ahead to put my headers on, and I realize that there's just not the right spacing there, and I should have either worked from the top down, or I should have not put my date covers on just yet. So I realized that I now have to move all the date covers down just to fill in that space, and silly me, I get so distracted by the fact that things are not fitting exactly how they should at the top there, that I forgot to put the other underlays down before I put the headers down. And I realized that like afterwards, and I'm like, oh, well, it's okay. It's not uncommon for me to be on the Hot Mess Express when I'm filming my first plan with me after a while, and this is the first plan with me that I think I've done since Thanksgiving. Things got a little busy during the holiday season. It was really, really nice, but there was a lot going on. I had my boyfriend's kids here with us for the month of December, and it was just so lovely spending the holidays with them. But I just get off my planner game because I am more concerned with spending time with them and having family time than I am with doing my YouTube videos and things like that. So my priorities just shift. And honestly, it was nice to take a break from filming and do some spreads that were just for me. And I think that going forward, the way that I film might be just a little bit different. I kind of enjoy working a little more freeform on my spread, not necessarily doing everything in order. Like sometimes with this style of planning where I'm using the underlays and I'm putting the boxes down, I like to put the boxes down in advance, and I don't always just do day by day. So I don't know, I'm gonna see how it goes. I'm kind of figuring things out. But what I've come to realize, because I did 2 New Year's spreads, both with underlays, and I'm enjoying this particular style of planning so much that it is kind of become my preferred style. So I don't know, we'll see how things evolve as I'm filming. And of course, there has to be one underlay there that gives me a little bit of trouble, but it's all good, and I wound up getting everything fixed, and I think the base of the spread winds up looking really, really beautiful. But but anyway, how about you guys? Do you find that your planning style changes or evolves when you try something different? For me, once I used the underlays, it was like, oh my goodness, I am just in love with this look. I'm in love with this style of putting the boxes down and then using my scripts and my icons just with the boxes. I don't know, for me, it kind of simplified things also. I was getting very overwhelmed by planning with all of the different layering elements and things like that. And I love doing spreads like that. They're absolutely gorgeous, but it made me stress out a little, and it made me also think way too much about what I wanted to put in each spread. And for some reason, when I plan like this, I have a little bit more I don't know what the right word is. I guess it's a little more structured, and I think less about what I put in. So if you know me, you know that I also have a personal functional planner that I don't ever film. I sometimes take pictures of my pre-plan in that planner and post it on Instagram, but I don't ever post my finished spreads for that planner because it's where I write everything in. It's not my decorative planner. Sometimes I just put a kit in just so it looks cute, but I don't do all the boxes and the icons and all that stuff. It's like literally just some stickers and then pen, and I just write all of my day-to-day things. I write in anything that's going on, whatever it is, and I use that as my reference for my memory spreads. And I realize that it's just so much easier when I have a limited amount of space in each box to put in, like, all right, let's just put this key thing in and this key thing in, and it just makes me think less. I don't know if I'm making any sense at all, but for me it makes sense. And oh, look how pretty that is. I love all of that foil. But it just makes a lot of sense to me to only have limited space to put things and have a little bit more structure. So we'll get into the day by day, and I guess we'll talk about the stickers now. So on Monday, I just had a little bit of a low-key day. I've been trying to have a steady workout routine through the week. So on Monday, I did my exercise bike, and that icon is from Crafts by Towie, and that's a custom script from Kinsey's Creations, and all the scripts that I use are from Kinsey's Creations, so I'm not going to keep repeating that. And then I worked in my functional planner, and I just used that Crafts by Towie icon and the script for planner time. And now I'm just putting a couple of boxes in just to mark a few things. I had some FaceTime with my mama that morning, so I marked that with a Crafts by Towie icon. And then I went to the grocery store in the afternoon, and that is also an icon from Crafts by Towie. And then just made dinner and relaxed. It was so cold that day, and that is a little character that came from a freebie from Stick with the Plan Co. And I use a bunch of her characters in this spread, and I'm in love with them. It's my first time using them. So I filmed that morning on Tuesday, so I put a half box down with that film plan with me sticker from Stick with the Plan Co. and a film script. And then I did like 3 loads of laundry that day. And that is a laundry icon from Crafts by Towie with a laundry script. And I'm also having fun using both the block font and the script font from Kinsey's Creations in the spread. Like, I'm really enjoying mixing it up. So I did some dishes that afternoon, and that is a cute little bean from Sweet Bean Plans with a dishes script. And then I'm just putting 2 more boxes down there. One of those that says important, and we just relaxed and had dinner and watched TV that evening. I didn't really have to cook that evening because I had a rotisserie chicken in the fridge and just did that with some salad. And we just watched some Hawaii Five-O. That's kind of been our binge recently. I never watched the show and he did, so it's been on Ion TV has been playing all of the seasons, so I just recorded them and we've just been binge watching them, and it's been awesome. So on the important sticker, I wrote pack ski bag because Wednesday Dave took off and we had a ski day, and I just layered 2 boxes vertically, and I put that little Molly sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I know she's on a sled, but it's the closest thing I had for a sticker to mark skiing. And then I just added that little bow squiggle from Rose Colored Days. And then we came home and we were just so exhausted. So all we did was really have dinner and relax. And that little girl is from Fox and Pip. And then I finished off that day with the half scallop box and a little car because we played Mario Kart, and I don't have an icon for my Switch yet, so I just thought that little car icon from the Pretty Pink Co. would work. So at Thursday, I put a box down and a little girl from Stick with the Plan Co. and marked that I slept in because I was so tired from skiing. And then I put that self-care circle from the kit along with some hearts that came from a sampler to mark that I was finally going to get my haircut for the first time in over a year that afternoon, and it felt so good to do something for myself, even though it was a little nerve-wracking to go into the hair salon. It's the first time I've done anything like that since COVID. And then after that, I went to Dave's mom's house to have lunch with her, and I just used a coffee cup from the Crafty Banana to mark that because we did have coffee and dessert after we ate lunch. And then I'm taking some little foil bows from Sadie Stickers, and I'm just adding that to the coffee cup, and then I'm also adding them onto my little girl characters as well. And then later that evening, I did some knitting because I'm making Dave a hat for Valentine's Day, so I started working on that. And then Friday, I put some boxes down, and I'm putting some hearts from Clever Gal Crafts to mark that I was going to shop for Dave's Valentine's Day gift. And I know it's so last minute, but we had really bad snow the week before, and my car was stuck in, and it was kind of not possible to get out at all. So then I am marking that I had some planner time after that, and I was working on filming this spread. And then later that evening, really just made dinner, and I'm marking that with that little pumpkin paper coat girl and a make dinner script, and then just putting this full box, not a full box, I'm sorry, a half box down with this adorable couples on the couch from Stick with the Plan Co. and just a relax script because we really did nothing but relax and watch some more Hawaii Five-O, and we were kind of just cuddling on the couch for the rest of the evening. So Saturday morning we slept in a little bit and had breakfast, so I'm just using that pancake icon from Paper Shire, which I'm going to have to change that box because my pen decided not to work when I was marking in that we slept in and made breakfast, and I'm just filling in the rest of the boxes for that day. I'm using that Frappuccino icon from Crafts by Itaui to mark that we got smoothies because it's the closest icon I have for a smoothie, and I think it works because it doesn't necessarily look like it's just a coffee cup. But anyway, there's where my pen screwed up. I don't know what happened to it, so I'm changing that full box out. Why do I keep saying excuse me, why do I keep saying full box? It's a half box. And I'm putting the icon back there. And then I'm marking in that box that we did a Target run because we were low on things, and of course Target was an absolute freaking zoo again because we keep managing to go on days when they keep saying we're gonna get more snow, and everyone's like in the store like they're gonna die if they run out of things. But anyway, the rest of the night, we really didn't do much other than have dinner and relax with the TV. And that little TV icon is from Plan a Hannah. I don't think I said that when I used it before. And then I'm just using a couple of heart icons from Crafts by Towie, the balloons, and the box just to mark that we opened our gifts in the morning. And then I'm going to put 2 more boxes down, and I'm going to use a coffee cup from the Crafty Banana and a Starbucks script to mark that we just took a drive and got some coffee. There wasn't much else to do because the weather was kind of crappy. And then I'm going to use a cute couple sticker from Stick with the Plan Co. just to mark that we took in dinner from one of our favorite Italian places for our Valentine's night dinner. So here is my finished spread, and I'm really happy with how this came out. I love all the foil elements from the underlays to the icons, and I just think this was a perfect kit for Valentine's week, and I'm so happy with how it looks in my new cloud, even though I don't really have anything in it to set it up yet, but that will come along soon. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. All of the shops I used will be listed in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.